Hello everyone, Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. I will probably have trouble staying awake today. It was one of those nights when I just could not get to sleep. I think when I went to bed, I think I had only been asleep about a couple of hours and I woke up because my feet were cold. And yet, the temperature was 9 degrees during the night. Why on earth was my feet cold? And I tried to, just laugh it off sort of, and I was just trying, thinking, oh, they'll warm up, but they wouldn't, so I got up and I thought I'm going to fill a hot water bottle and put some hot water in, or warm water, not red hot. But getting up and doing that made us even more awake, so I couldn't get to sleep and I went back to bed and I gave up by about 6 o'clock. I said, oh, I'm just getting up. I said, I've given up. So I had about 2 hours sleep last night. Don't know why my feet were cold, and anyway, just made myself some breakfast and that and sat down, and it's been quite a nice day up to now. It's just after 11 o'clock now. I could have been out in my garden and doing things, but I just couldn't be bothered. Just because I'm so tired, and I've been sitting, I put something on my computer to watch while I was knitting, and I started dozing off and not enough. And I said, well, I'm not going to go to sleep during the day. I'll not get to sleep tonight. But anyway, I was at my bingo last night. And my friend, I didn't win anything, but my friend did. So when we play a game, the first games we play, we get a book of 6 games. And on the last game, we buy tickets with numbers on, and if any of us has that number that the house is called on the last house, we win £30. Well, my friend Anne had that number, so we won £30, so we had £15 each. We never won any actual bingo games, but we have another thing called the key draw, where we buy tickets with numbers on and it goes to a machine thing, and if your number comes up, you win. It's anything up to a couple of £100, something like that. But you pick a number in the box. I have a box of numbers. You usually have about 30 numbers or something when it first starts. I think there was 24 numbers last night. My friend had that number ticket, so we won £188. So that we had, that was £94 or so, yeah. £94 each for that. So we came home with more than over £100. And when we have that key draw thing, when we win the money that's been collected that night, but there's half of it always goes in every week towards the you can win, pick a number that's in the box, and you can win like £1,500, I think it was. And my friend was saying to me, what number will I pick? And I said, I'm not telling you what number. She's because if it's wrong, I says, I'll get the blame. You can pick it yourself. But she knew I had said I nearly always pick number 15, and she picks it just any number. So she decided on number 15. We watched that thing, they press the thing, and then the numbers go around on the screen, and we're up to 13, 14, and it faltered on 15. And clicked on to 16. I says, I don't believe it. I says, that's a fix, that. My usual response. And I said to my friends going on holiday, June, I think it is. I says, pity you didn't win that as well, Anne. I says, you would have had some pocket money for when you when you go on holiday. But before that, I left home earlier. I usually leave about 10 to 7 to pick my friend up for 20 past 7. And we get to the club about 7:30. But we were going for a meal last night, because we go for a meal the first Thursday in every month. And then we were going to visit one of the sisters, Molly, who was usually at the bingo, and Molly had broke her hip a few weeks ago, And then she had another accident where she slipped in her bathroom and she broke her leg. So we were going to see how she was, so I left home about 5 o'clock to pick my friend up at past. Now we went for the meal first, and then we went and got some flowers to take to Molly, and bumped into one or two of the fellas in Sainsbury's. I'd go to the bingo and had a bit of chat with them, and then we had a bit of a laugh trying to find Molly's house, because Anne was told that the number of the street that she lived was number 43. We knocked on number 43, couldn't get an answer, no answer, and so we went to the one house on the other side, number 41. And I said to Anne, well, I said, if she's not here, we can just give the flowers to a neighbour and ask them to give them to Molly when they see her, because, you know, I said, we don't know where she is and we don't want to take the flowers away again. So we tried knocking on number 41, but we couldn't get an answer on there either. So I said, we'll try the other side. Anybody watching out the window would think we were canvassing for something. So we went and knocked on number 45, and there was a young girl answered that, and explained to her that we were Molly's friend. I say she lives at number 43, and the young girl says, she says, no, Molly lives there. She says, it's called her Mary that lives there. And I say, it's not Molly. I say, she's about 92. I say, she's got a broken hip. She's broke her hip and her leg as well. You know, so I say she's had people coming backwards and forwards. Oh no, it's Mary that lives there. But she says, I don't know who lives on the other side, because I haven't lived here very long myself. Like, so I said, oh well, thanks very much anyway. I said, we'll go and try some other doors. So we tried another door further down, and still couldn't get an answer at that one either. There didn't seem to be anybody in anyway. And we went back in. I says, well, look, we'll try number 41 again. I says, it's the next number. I says, maybe your friend got it wrong. I says, if Molly was there, she maybe's never heard us. Because I know she does wear a hearing aid, so I say she might have had a hearing aid in. So we tried, we knocked at the door again, and then my friend, Anne, looking out the window, she went to the window. She says, Molly's in there, she's sitting on the chair. We were banging on the window, and then she finally seen her. And then we're waiting for her coming to answer the door, and my friend was saying, well, it took her a long time, you know, I realised, you know, she can't walk very fast. Then my friend Anne was saying, well, where is she? I says, give her time, Anne. I says, it's going to take her a while to get to the door, you know. I says, she's got a broken leg, and she was on crutches, actually. And she finally got there, like, we had a good bit chatting, bit laughing. And it was getting about time, it was about 7:15. So I says to Molly, I says, oh, we'll have to leave now for get to the bingo. And Molly was saying, oh, I wish I could go, but I've got nobody to take me. I said, can you manage it? And yeah, I think, yeah, I says, well, we'll take you, come with us. So I had to bring the car around a little bit, so we had plenty of room for her to get in, because I was parked too far over on there. Then near the grass verge on the other side and that, and she managed okay with her crutches and that, and she really enjoyed the night, because everybody was coming up and talking to her. I wanted to know what had happened to her, and then we were joking when we went in. I says to Molly, well, I says, I hope that brings us luck. That's my good deed for today. So I says, I hope it brings us luck, and it did, my friend would. So we had a good night, a good chat, and we took Molly back home again. It was she lived slightly a little bit out of the way to my normal route, but we had to go nearly up to the club, where we come to this big roundabout, and it's the second turning on that roundabout takes us into the club. So I had to go further around that roundabout and down some more roads and round and that. So it was a little bit out of the way but we didn't mind for Molly, because she had nobody else to bring her to the club, because it was usually her sister Anne. It was her husband who used to drive them to the club every week. I don't know whether it's maybe to do with what's wrong with Anne, where he's not bothered about taking anybody else to the bingo. So anyway, I said if she wants a lift next week. I said, we'll pick her up and take her there next week until either, I don't know whether Anne's coming back again. I didn't like to ask all the, personal things about what was wrong with Anne, and let her tell us in her own time. So anyway, it was a little bit later when I got home, and I couldn't be bothered to do any knitting. I just watched something on my computer, some TV thing, but I have been doing this. I've got the back and one of the fronts done, and I was trying to match this up, but it's a little bit harder to match because the colours aren't they're not easy to find on the ball. So I'm just knitting as it is. I'm not trying to match it. I'll just knit as it is and say it's okay. So I've got the back and one of the fronts done, and I'm onto the other front. And I'll be doing that until lunchtime, and then I'll be doing Derek's again. Got a little bit done his yesterday. Pull it out and show how far down it is now. I've got my ball there. That's how far I've got with Derek's. That's how much I did yesterday from the stitch marker up there. I keep moving the stitch marker up. When I start knitting again, I'll put the stitch marker in again there, and that'll sort of give me an idea how much I've actually done. So it's coming. I don't know what this measures now. I'll give it a measure with my tape measure. I have to do this till it measures 17 inches. That's up to the armhole. Oh, it's 11.5 inches, so I've got another 5.5 inches to do to get up to the armholes. And then when I get up to the armholes, I'll do a little bit more of the knit along. So I don't know how much I'll get done today, but hopefully if I don't get any interruptions, I'll get quite a bit done. If I can stay awake, that is. I'll fold that back up again. Get the ball of wool inside and put the needles through to keep it together. So I didn't get any of my own done. Like I seen, it was the time I came in last night and I couldn't be bothered. I just wanted to sit and watch something on the TV. And I think I'm doing this video now because it's just after 11, just to wake myself up a bit, because I keep nearly dozing off here on the settee. That's what happens when you don't get enough sleep. So anyway, that's just a little bit for today to let you know what we've been up to and what I might be up to, what I'm knitting and what I might be knitting. And hopefully I'll get this piece finished by lunchtime. So thumbs up and subscribe, and catch you all another time. So bye for now.